It was pointed out to me in some of my comments that Kermit and Miss Piggy are in fact the same species. We know this because in the well-known and beloved nature documentary A Muppet's Christmas Carol, Miss Piggy and Kermit have children. Not only do they successfully produce offspring, but those offspring aren't hybrid creatures. They're not like ligers or mules. They have the same distinct sexual characteristics of their parents. So what we're seeing in the huge difference between Piggy and Kermit is strong sexual dimorphism. And we see huge differences between the sexes throughout the animal kingdom. We often think that males are the bigger and stronger of a species, but that's not that true. There's lots of counterexamples. In many insect and arachnid communities, the males are much smaller than the females. Legendarily, certain kinds of anglerfish, the males are just tiny little nothings that grab onto the females and get subsumed into. But even in some mammal and bird species, like spotted hyenas and some kinds of ducks, the female will be larger than the male. There's two common reasons for this. The first is fecundity. That is the ability to produce lots and lots of offspring. So if you're a female that's making lots and lots of eggs or carrying very large litters, you need to be big to be able to just house that much offspring inside you. Where the males in that case can really just be tiny, they're just there for the sperm. The other we see in sexual selection, where the male ends up being the primary caregiver of the offspring, and the females are then competing with each other for the best male caregiver. That might be an explanation for why Miss Piggy appears to pursue Kermit so aggressively, though it may also be explained by the fact that these are captive specimens, so this may not be natural behavior. This may be another like alpha wolf situation that is behavior only observed in captivity. We should also address pigs in space, which complicates this, given that we know from pigs in space that there are also male members of this species which resemble Miss Piggy more strongly. But this isn't unheard of either. In some cuttlefish species, there's two variants of the male. There's a big, strong, dominant male, which claims a territory, and then a smaller male, which disguises itself as a female and sneaks into that territory to mate.